You know, some ancient poems can feel a little, well, ancient. But today, we're diving into one that feels like it could have been written yesterday. It's this incredible journey that swings wildly from unshakable confidence to absolute terror. So this isn't just some historical text, it's more like a map of the human heart, caught right between faith and fear.
So, right out of the gate, this poem hits you with this thunderclap of a statement. I mean, this isn't a question, it's a full-on declaration. The author isn't asking for help. Nope. They're starting from a position of absolute certainty, a foundation of just pure confidence.
Okay, so this first section, it's all about building this wall of confidence. The author, who traditionally is believed to be King David, makes this really powerful case for why fear has absolutely no hold on him.
What's really cool is this key metaphor he uses right in the very first verse. The Lord is the stronghold of my life. Now, this isn't just some flowery, poetic language. I mean, think about it. A stronghold is a fortress, right? It's a place you retreat to when you're under attack. So the author is saying he feels utterly, completely safe, physically and spiritually.
And this slide just illustrates that core idea so perfectly. Look on the left, you've got all these worst-case scenarios, right? Enemies advancing, a city under siege, all-out war. But then, look at the response on the right. For every single one of those external threats, there's this internal state of just absolute calm. It's like the chaos on the outside just cannot touch the peace on the inside.
So right after this bold declaration of fearlessness, the whole poem just pivots. You'd totally expect the author to ask for, victory or for his enemies to be destroyed, but what he desires is something else entirely. With all this potential chaos swirling around, armies and wars and everything, the author's focus just narrows down to a single consuming desire. Just one thing.
And here it is. This line just creates so much anticipation, doesn't it? It forces you to stop and ask, okay, what is the one thing someone this confident could possibly need or want?
And this is the crucial part. His big request isn't for safety, it's for presence. It's not about being protected from his enemies, it's about being with his God. To live there, to see him, to connect. That's the one thing. And the safety, well, as we're about to see, that's just a consequence of this connection.
See, because he seeks that presence, he gets protection. This slide lays it all out. Being kept safe, hidden in a shelter, lifted high above the battle, it all just flows from that one primary desire to simply dwell and gaze. The relationship is the true stronghold.
And just when we think we've got the author's mindset figured out, everything changes. The tone shifts dramatically. Those confident declarations just disappear, and they're replaced by this raw, desperate, and vulnerable plea for help. The storm has officially arrived.
Suddenly, all that confidence is just gone. This first question reveals a brand new fear. What if I call out and no one answers? You can feel that certainty from the beginning just starting to crack.
And then the anxiety just deepens. This is the fear of being ignored. The very presence he was longing for just a few verses ago now feels threatened. Suddenly, the worst thing isn't the enemy at the gate, it's the feeling of being completely alone.
And here it is, the ultimate fear, laid totally bare. Rejection, abandonment. The confident warrior who wasn't afraid of an entire army is now terrified of being forsaken. It's a moment of just complete and total vulnerability.
But even at this lowest point, a little glimmer of that original faith returns. He imagines the most profound human abandonment, being forsaken by his own parents. And even then, he holds on to this single thread of hope that he will be received. This right here, this is the anchor in the storm.
So, how does this whole conflict resolve? Well, the poem doesn't end with the enemies being suddenly defeated or anything. The resolution isn't external. It's an internal shift, a recommitment to trust, right in the middle of all the uncertainty.
And this is so important. Nothing has actually changed on the battlefield. The army is likely still there. The fear is still real. The turning point is a conscious decision to believe, even without proof. It's a return to the confidence from the beginning, but this time, it's a confidence that has been tested by fire.
What a powerful statement. I remain confident. It's a choice. He's choosing to believe he will see goodness, not in some distant afterlife, but right here and now, in the land of the living. It's a defiant act of hope, right in the face of his fear. And so the poem ends with this command, both to himself and to us. Notice the repetition. The first and last instruction is to wait. But this isn't a passive, helpless waiting. No way. It's built around the command to be strong and take heart. This kind of waiting is an active, courageous posture of trust.
And that really leaves us with this final thought. This ancient poem takes us from absolute confidence through terrifying doubt and lands on a choice to actively wait in hope. It suggests that sometimes, maybe the bravest thing we can do when we face our fears isn't to fight, but to be strong, take heart, and wait.